Hi guys, good evening. So welcome to power set number 6. So as I told you earlier, we were discussing data interpretation and we'll be continuing the same in this session as well. But in this session, we'll be dealing with the pie charts and we'll also be looking at various levels of the pie chart, right? So initially, I'll be taking very simple question. Uh, Look at the question number 1. What does it say? The following questions are based on the pie charts given below. Percentage-wise distribution of teachers in 6 different universities. So there are 6 different universities, that is A, B, C, D, E and F, right? Now, looking at questions, what does it say? First one, the number of teachers in University B. Question number 1, the number of teachers in University B is approximately what percent of the total number of teachers in University D? Okay, B out of D, I'm sorry, and E together. D and E together. So we have to calculate the students of B, I mean teachers of University B becomes what percent of teachers of D and D together. Okay, great. In B, how many teachers are there? 17%. 17% of how many? 6,400. Why? If you observe here, total number of teachers is 6,400 divided by D. Now D is 6% and E is 29%. Together how much? 35% of total 6,400. Do we have anything to do with this? Nothing. 6,400, 6,400. Percentage cancel. 17 by 35. We need to calculate the percentage. So if you want exact value, you have to multiply with the 100. But he is asking approximate value if you observe. So we can directly take out the approximate value. Let me show you how. Guys, if you see 35, what is 10% of 35? 3.5. Agree? Or if I see 35, half of 35, what is half of 35? 17.5. But in the numerator, what do we have? 17. So I can write it as 17.5 minus 0.5 divided by 35. Agree? So let us not go with this method. This is much easier. So if you see the 17.5 is 50% minus 0.5 is approximately some 1.2%. So together it should give something 48.8%. Very closer answer. Look at the options. Do we have? Yes. 49 is the closest one. I'm repeating what I did. We have 17 by 35. I wrote 17 as 17.5 minus 0.5 divided by 35. Why? Because 17.5 is exactly 50% of 35. Okay. Now 0.5. See, if you see 35, 1% of 35 is 0.35. Now this is more than 0.35, so I took 1.2 approximate. So 50 minus 1.2, 48.8, which is very close to 49%. So that is why our answer is 49%. I hope you're understanding. So yesterday, if you were telling that the questions are not visible clearly, guys, today I increased the size of the font as well, and the entire question paper is available in the video here itself in the description. So this question paper is available at 5 o'clock itself. If you want, you can come 1 hour early and you can download the question paper, and once you can go through that as well. And then you can come and watch the video so that you will get to know the difference, the way you are solving and the way we are solving in the class, right? So moving ahead. Question number 2. What does it say? Just a moment. Question number 2 says, if 25% of the teachers in University C are females, what is the number of male teachers in University C? Guys, first, in C, there are totally 19% of how many? 6,400. So these are the total number of, see, total number of teachers in University C. And he says that 25% of these are females. So what does it mean? We need males. What is the number of males? If 25% of females means, what would be males? Males will be 75% of total teachers in University C. That is 75% of 19% of 6,400. See, 75% is nothing but 3 by 4. Because 75 by 100, which is 3 by 4 into 19%, I can write it as 19 by 100 of 6,400. So let us cancel the stuff here. 0000 cancelled. 4 into 16 is 64. And 16 into 3 is 48 into 19. So what we have to do, we just have to multiply. 19 into 4 is 76. But what do 19 into 40? This is not 4, this is 40. 76 plus 10. 19 into 40 is 760. And 19 into 8 is 152. 152. If you add, what do you get? 912. Do we have the option? Yes, option number 4. 912 is our final answer. Very simple question. So let us go to question number 3. Question number 3. The difference between the total number of teachers in University A, University B and University C together. Okay. A, B and C together, and the total number of students in, that is, it should be teachers, misprint I think. Total number of teachers in University D, E and F together is exactly equal to number of teachers of which university? Acha. See, we have to take the difference between these two groups. Total number of teachers in ABC and minus total number of teachers in DEF. So this will give you one answer. Now we have to check that number is equal to the total number of teachers in which university. चलो देखते हैं. पहले ABC का. ABC का कितने हैं totally? 11 plus 17 plus 19. So that should give us 47%. देखो इन तीनों का 47% हो गया, तो इसका मतलब इनका कितना रहना चाहिए? बाकी 53%. कैलकुलेट भी मत करना, डायरेक्टली बोलना चाहिए 53% हो जाएंगे. तब इन दोनों के बीच में डिफरेंस क्या हुआ? 6%. 53 माइनस 47. साइन को इग्नोर करो, सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड देखो क्या है, 6% मिला है. और किसी का है क्या 6%? ऑब्वियसली वो है डी का. तो ये क्या पूछ रहा है? Which university has the same number of teachers, which is exactly same as the difference between these two groups? That is University D. That should be our answer. सही है, सही है. तो option number 4. ठीक है. Okay. Let us go to next question. One second. थोड़ा इसको नीचे भेज देंगे ताकि हमको सॉल्व करने स्पेस मिल जाए. Okay. 4th. क्या पूछ रहा है? If 1/6 of the teachers from University F are professors and the salary of each professor is 96,000, what will be the total salary of all the professors together from University F? अच्छा, देखो टोटल टीचर्स F में कितने हैं पहले वो देखना है. F is 18%. सही है. F में टोटल टीचर्स मिलेंगे, आई एम सॉरी भूल गया मैं नंबर क्या था, 18% of 6,400. 18% of 6,400. तो ये है टोटल नंबर ऑफ टीचर्स इन एफ. पर लेकिन ये क्या बोल रहा है? 1/6 of the teachers from University F are professors. 1/6 of these are professors. Okay, the salary of each professor is 96,000. Then what is the total salary of all the professors together from university F? चलो क्या करना है, पहले टोटल प्रोफेसर्स कितने हैं वो देख लेंगे. 6 into 1 6 into 3, तो ये हो गया 3% ऑफ 6,400. तो परसेंटेज 00 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, कैसे, डिवाइडेड बाय 100. ठीक है, तो 00 गया. 3 into 64 180 प्लस 12 192 प्रोफेसर है, राइट. नाउ एक प्रोफेसर का सैलरी है 96,000, तो टोटली 192 प्रोफेसर का सैलरी कितना होगा. आप मल्टीप्लाई कर पाएंगे इसको, तो चाहे तो मैं खुद कर लूंगा. इधर क्या है, 192 इंटू 96 करना, इधर कुछ नहीं है, मैंने 3 0 नेग्लेक्ट किया और लास्ट में अपेंड कर देंगे, हो जाएगा काम. तो क्या है, ये है 12 1, तो ये हुआ 54 54 64 74 72 73 7 कैरी 6 0 18 सॉरी 9 9 81 88 प्लस 7 90 5 9 कैरी, ये 9 और ये 0 है 18 1 ये 0 है 1 1 8 5 3 2. कुछ गलती हुआ, नहीं होना चाहिए. ये 180 3 into 4 12 192 सही है. सो 192 into 96 क्या हो रहा है, 6 into 2 12, तो 9 into 6 54 प्लस 18 64 74 72 प्लस 8 73 7. गलत है, आंसर नन ऑफ दिस आना चाहिए, क्योंकि अभी देखो हमको लास्ट 2 डिजिट्स 32 आ रहा है, किसी भी ऑप्शन में 32 ही नहीं है. तो आप कंटिन्यू करके देखेंगे क्या मिलेगा. 6 है और ये 0 और ये 81 81 प्लस 6 इज 87 87 प्लस 7 इज 94 4 ईयर 9 कैरी. आई एम सॉरी, मैंने इधर मिस्टेक कर दिया. 94 और ये 9 है और ये 0 9 9 18 1 18 43 और 3 0, तो ये बन जाएगा 1 crore 84 lakhs. बट इधर ऑल द प्रोफेसर्स टुगेदर फ्रॉम यूनिवर्सिटी, आंसर गलत है. तो ऊपर का क्या है, 18% 3% ऑफ 6,400. सही है, बिल्कुल सही है. तो आंसर आना चाहिए एक्चुअली 1 crore 84 lakh 32,000. तो रहने दीजिए, आंसर क्या है, नन ऑफ दिस, नो प्रॉब्लम हियर. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. सो वी शुड हैव एक्चुअली डिसाइडेड हियर इटसेल्फ. पहले 2 डिजिट मिलता है, इधर देखना चाहिए ऑप्शंस में. 7 2 है 6 4 है 6 4 है और 7 2 है, लेकिन कहीं भी 3 2 नहीं है. So we can ignore that part. None of this directly. What is the average number of teachers? Average number of teachers in university A, B, C, D and F together. अच्छा, पहले A, B, C, D and F में कितने लोग हैं देख लेंगे. A 11% है, B 17, D 19. A, B, C, D है हमारे पास. No, A, C, D and F. I'm sorry. A, C, D, F. ठीक है. A प्लस C हुआ 30% और DX6 36% और F 36 46 54%. तो ACDF टुगेदर दे आर 54% ऑफ 6,400. नाउ एवरेज नंबर ऑफ चाहिए तो 4 यूनिवर्सिटीज का, इसका मतलब डिवाइडेड बाय 4. पहला काम, परसेंटेज 00 गया, 4 into 1 4 into 16, तो जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई करना. 16 into 50 is 80, 800 16 into 4 is 64, 864 सीधा 864 मिला है ऑप्शन. 874 है, 854 है. क्या मैं कुछ गड़बड़ कर रहा हूं, नहीं है, एब्सोल्युटली सही है आंसर. नन ऑफ दिस, नो प्रॉब्लम. चलो, लेट्स गो टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन गाइस. I hope you can see the question here. तो पहले इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर देता हूं, 1 सेकेंड. oops, ओके, अब अच्छे से दिखना चाहिए। चलो देखते हैं पहला क्वेश्चन क्या है। सेकंड सेट, total number of passengers in 6 different trains is equals to 4800, percentage wise distribution of passengers, पहला क्वेश्चन। So talking about passengers of a train who are totally 4800, so 6 different trains का है वो, A B C D E and F। अच्छा पहला क्वेश्चन, what is the average number of passengers traveling in A C and F together? Okay, A C and F together, average numbers मतलब divided by 3। ओके देखो, ए में कितने 12% एंड ये 17%, दोनों मिला के 29, और एफ 39 49 51%, तीनों को मिला के 51% ऑफ टोटल 4800। एक बार क्रॉस चेक कर लेते हैं, 12 प्लस 17 इज 29, 29 प्लस 22 इज 51% ऑफ 4800, सही है, डिवाइडेड बाई 3। देखो कैलकुलेशन स्मार्ट होना चाहिए, पूरा लिखना नहीं है, परसेंटेज और 00 कैंसिल। सो this one 3 into 1 3 into 17 is 51, 17 into 4 is 68, but 17 into 40 is 680, तो 17 into 8 is 136, दोनों को ऐड कर दो, मिल जाएगा आपका आंसर 816। ऑप्शन है क्या? yes, first option itself is our answer। very simple question guys, I hope you understood। we just took ACF together, they are 51% of total passengers 4800, तो उनका एवरेज निकालना चाहिए, इसीलिए डिवाइडेड बाय 3, बाकी कैलकुलेशन है। ओके, लेट्स गो टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, लेट मी चेंज द कलर। क्या बोल रहा है क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, आई विल सॉल्व इट हियर। द कॉस्ट ऑफ वन टिकट इज 124, what is the total amount paid by the passengers of train B? अच्छा, assuming all passengers purchase the tickets and cost of each ticket is equal। अच्छा, एक टिकट का कॉस्ट है 124। अब ये पूछ रहा है कि सारे B का जो पैसेंजर्स है दे आर 9% ऑफ 4800, 4800 सही है, यस। तो इनका टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ टिकट्स क्या हुआ? तो एक का है 124, 124, टोटल कितने 9% ऑफ 4800। चलो करते हैं, क्या करना है अभी, पहला काम परसेंटेज और डबल जीरो को कैंसिल कर दो और इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर देना। 9 इंटू 48 ये हो गया 360, 9 इंटू 8 इज 72, 360 प्लस 72 इज 432, और इंटू 124 करना चाहिए, मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, 3 डिजिट मल्टीप्लीकेशन, वो होगा हमारा फाइनल आंसर। देखते हैं क्या है, 8 है, 2 इंटू 4, 2 इंटू 4 12, 12 प्लस 4 इज 16, और एक 1 कैरी। देखो पहले ऑप्शंस में 68 से कोई ऑप्शन है, 2 ऑप्शन है, और एक डिजिट निकालना चाहिए, बस मिल जाएगा हमारा आंसर। 4 इंटू 4 16 एंड दिस इज 2, 18 प्लस 6 इज 24, 24 प्लस 1 25, 568 से ऑप्शन है, हाँ है, ये होना चाहिए हमारा आंसर। पर फिर भी कंटिन्यू करते हैं, और मैंने क्या किया थर्ड स्टेप में पूरा करके देख लेते हैं। थर्ड स्टेप क्या मिला था हमको, ये था 16 और 18, और 18 प्लस 6 इज 24 प्लस 1 25, और इधर 2 कैरी आना चाहिए, यहाँ पे 8 एंड 11 एंड 13 एंड 1 कैरी, दिस इज 5 प्लस 1 4 प्लस 1 5, 5 3 5 6 8, एब्सोल्युटली राइट आंसर। मैं फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, आई एम रिपीटिंग इट वन मोर टाइम, हाउ टू डू दिस। He is asking what is the total cost of all the tickets paid by the passengers. So total passengers are 9% of 4800. Then each passenger pays 124. So total number of passengers into price of each ticket 124. That should give us 5358. Now when you get these 3 steps, you have to stop. When you get the 3 digits, you have to stop and go with the options there. Okay. Let us go to next question. Question number 3. क्या पूछ रहा है? The number of passengers in train E is approximately what percentage of the total number of passengers in B and D together? Okay, simple question. Number of passengers in E makes totally what percent of B and D together? अच्छा, E में कितने लोग हैं totally? 19% है of 4,800. अभी ये क्वेश्चन में 4,800 का कुछ काम नहीं है, पर फिर भी मैं लिख रहा हूं जस्ट टू मेक यू नो अंडरस्टैंड. आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग इट. और बी एंड डी का टुगेदर 21 और 9 दोनों मिला के 30% ऑफ 4,800. सही है. तो देखो दोनों को कैंसिल हो गया, सीधा परसेंटेज भी गया. तो हमारा पास है 19/30. इनका परसेंटेज कैसे निकालना है? फिर ध्यान से देखो, 30% का आधा कितना होगा? 15. सही है. तो मैं इसको लिख सकता हूं 15 + 3 + 1 डिवाइडेड बाय 30. क्यों? वो समझ में आ जाएगा आपको. ओके, ये जो 15 है ये बन गया 30%. ओके, लेट मी राइट इट क्लियरली हियर so that I can explain you each and every step. 19/30 को मैं ऐसा लिखता हूं 15 + 3 18 + 1. 19 हो गया पूरा डिवाइडेड बाय 30. चलो, लेट मी चेंज द कलर एंड एक्सप्लेन इट क्लियरली टू यू. अप्रोक्सीमेशन कैसे करना है ये देखो. ये 15 आके 30 में एग्जैक्टली ऑफ है, तो इसका मतलब ये बन गया 50% और ये बन गया 10%. क्यों? What is the 10% of 30? 3. इसीलिए I wrote it as 15 + 3 और 1. 1/3 is 33.33 पर 1/30 is 3.333%. क्योंकि 1/3 is 33.33%. We have seen this in percentages. पर हमारे पास है 1/30, तो ये हो गया 3.33333. आपको पूरा एग्जैक्ट आंसर मिल जाएगा. 50 + 10 + 3.33 दैट इज 63.33%. और इसको ऐसा भी लिख सकते हैं 63 1/3%. दोनों सही है. Look at the options. Question number 3 है, he gave the approximate answer that is 63%. चलो देखते हैं fourth question. What is the difference between the number of passengers in train C and the number of passengers इन ट्रेन ए? तो C - A और A - C कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. साइन मत देखना, सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड देखना. तो C में टोटली कितने हैं? 17%. A में 12%. यहाँ पे 17% और यहाँ पे 12%. दोनों का डिफरेंस हो गया 5% ऑफ व्हाट? 4,800. अब कुछ कैंसिलेशन मत करना. इसका 10% होता है 480 और 5% चाहिए, इसका आधा लेना है, तो ये बन गया 240. आई एम रिपीटिंग, दोनों का डिफरेंस है 5%. 5% ऑफ 4,800 हो गया. तो 4,800 का 5% चाहिए, इसका 10% क्या है? 480. तो 5% इज हाफ ऑफ 10%. 480 डिवाइडेड बाय 2, 240 है क्या ऑप्शन? ऑप्शन नहीं है. आंसर इज नन ऑफ दिस. हम लोग कुछ गलती किए क्या? देख लेते हैं फिर से और एक बार. सी 12 एंड 17 दोनों का डिफरेंस 5% सही है. 5% ऑफ 480. आंसर बिल्कुल सही है 240. चलो देखते हैं वन लास्ट क्वेश्चन इन दिस सेट. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. What is the total number of passengers in D, E and F together? D, E, F together is equals to how much? D, E, F. D में 21% और E में 19%. A बन गया 40% plus 22%. That is 62%. So together 62% of 4,800. परसेंटेज 00 गया. मल्टीप्लाई करना चाहिए 48 into 62. फटाफट मल्टीप्लीकेशन कर लीजिए. 8 into 2 16. 1 this is 48 and 8 56 57 5 carry 24 29 2976 है कि ऑप्शन मिल गया. फाइनल आंसर 27. I mean I'm sorry, not this. This is very common mistake done by both the students and the trainers. Excellent. The so-called aptitude trainer man. Okay, 2976 is my final answer, guys. So I hope you're understanding this. So this is the end of our set number 2. Okay, so let us continue with our set number 3. One second, guys. Let me just bring it down. Okay. Just a moment. I'll just increase the size of that so that it is visible to you easily. Okay, should be fine. Okay, so what is it telling? Set number 3. So cost estimated by family in renovation of their house. Total estimated cost is 1,20,000, and he has given the percentages. Interior decoration 19%, painting 15%, flooring 14%, furniture, miscellaneous, curtains and cushions, and grills and windows. Okay, so these are the different expenses and the percentages are given. Out of the total expenditure 1,20,000. Chalo dekhte questions. What is the difference in the amount estimated by the family on interior decoration and that on architect's fees? Interior and architect's fees. First question. Interior minus architect. Acha. Now what is interior decoration? 19% minus architect's fee 11%. डिफरेंस क्या हुआ दोनों का? 8% ऑफ टोटल 1,20,000. तो क्या करना है? परसेंटेज 00 कैंसिल. 12 into 8 is 96 and 2 extra zeros. What is the answer? 9,600. Do we have the option? Yes, option is none of this. Why? Because there is no 9,600 in the option, so that has to be a final answer. Question number 2. What does it say? During the process of renovation, the family actually incurred miscellaneous expenditure of 10,200. Okay? The miscellaneous expenditure incurred by the family is what percentage of the total estimated cost? अच्छा, देखो, miscellaneous में estimated था 8%, पर उनको miscellaneous cost मिला totally actually again 10,200, and he is asking, so this is the actual one and estimated one is 8% of 1,20,000. So actual price or actual expenditure is what percentage of estimated? ठीक है, तो चलो कर लेते हैं. So what is it? 10,200 divided by 9,600. Q. Because we have already calculated 8% of 1,20,000 earlier, right? The same one I'm putting here. So 9,600. इसको कैसे लिखना चाहिए? ऊपर लिखिए 9,600 क्योंकि आंसर रहना चाहिए more than 100%. Why? Numerator is greater than denominator, so answer should be more than 100%. Options में है क्या? Okay, what is he asking? The miscellaneous expenditure incurred by the family is what percent of the? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did a mistake. एक गलत. What is he asking? During the process of renovation, the family actually incurred miscellaneous expenditure of 10,200 rupees. The miscellaneous expenditure incurred by the family is what percent of the total estimated cost? Total estimated cost क्या है हमारा? 1,20,000. So actual cost is 10,200 out of total estimated is 1,20,000. This should be our final answer. I mean, we have to calculate the percentage. 0000 get cancelled. Is there anything else that can be done here? So दोनों 18 से divide हो जाएंगे. 18 से 6. Okay, this is 6 into 17 and this is 6 into 2 and 200. इसको फिर से 2 से डिवाइड करिए, क्या होगा? This becomes 8.5 divided by 100. I am dividing both numerator and denominator with the 2. We are getting 8.5 by 100, which is nothing but 8.5%. Do we have? Yes, absolutely. That is our answer. So you must be very smart while doing the cancellation part, people. You cannot keep on writing into 100 divided by 100 and all. So try to eliminate all those things wherever it is possible. If you didn't understand, I'm repeating one more time. उनको total कॉस्ट हुआ है 10,200 और टोटल एस्टिमेटेड कॉस्ट था 1,20,000 और क्वेश्चन में ये पूछ रहा है इट व्हाट इज दिस तो incurred expenditure miscellaneous expenditure is what percent of the estimated total cost. So incurred miscellaneous expenditure at 10,200 out of total estimated cost is 1,20,000. So when you do this, you'll get cancellation with the 617 by 200 will get again dividing क्योंकि whenever there is a denominator which can be converted into 100, blindly do it. Things will be much easier there. Going into set number 3, what is it? Other than getting a discount on 3, other than getting a discount on 12% of estimated cost of furniture and actual miscellaneous expenditures being 10,200 instead of the estimated one, the family's estimated cost is correct. What is the total amount spent by the family in renovating its house? Okay, great. What is said? Other than getting a discount of 12% on estimated cost of furniture. Okay, fine. Furniture, first thing. Furniture is how much? 13%. 13% of 1,20,000. This is furniture. On this, they got 12% discount. So other than getting the discount of 12% on the estimated cost of furniture and actual miscellaneous expenditure being 10,200 instead of the estimated one, the family's estimated cost is correct. What is the total amount spent by the family in renovating the house? Great. तो हम क्या करना है अभी, इन दोनों को इग्नोर करना चाहिए, बाकी सब कैलकुलेट करो. तो बाकी सब मिलना चाहिए 79%. क्रॉस वेरीफाई करिए. 10 10 20 प्लस 11 31 31 40 50 50 plus how much? 29 79%. Perfect. 79%. यस एब्सोल्युटली. कैसे करना है? सीधा ये पूरा मिला के 100% तो रहना चाहिए. तो हम इन दोनों को अभी इग्नोर कर रहे हैं. तो 13 प्लस 8 क्या हुआ? 21. 21 निकाल दीजिए 100% में, मिल गया 79%. Now 79% of 1,20,000, ये तो सही है. Just a moment, guys. Okay. See, we have to take a discount of 12% on the furniture plus miscellaneous expenditure should be taken as 10,200. तो बाकी सब रिमेनिंग सेम है, वो है 79% ऑफ 1,20,000. पहले ये कर लेते, उसके बाद वी विल लुक एट फर्नीचर एंड द मिसलेनियस. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया. परसेंटेज कैंसिल, तो मल्टीप्लाई करना है 1200 इंटू 79. क्या मिलेगा? सो 12 7 840 प्लस 108 840 108 948 और ये हुआ extra 00. So this is 79% of 1,20,000 plus 10,200. This is for miscellaneous. Plus we still have to add furniture. Now actual estimated cost of furniture is 13% of 1,20,000. So what is the 13% of 1,20,000? I'm writing it here. That is equals to 156,000. Okay, 13%. क्या करना है? डबल परसेंटेज और डबल जीरो कैंसिल करना है. 13 into 12 is 156 और 20 एक्स्ट्रा है। तो ये था एस्टिमेटेड, पर इसके ऊपर उनको 12% डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है, तो 12% कम करना चाहिए ये नंबर को। तो इसको 12% कम करना है, इसका 10% हुआ 1560 प्लस 12%, 2% क्या होगा 1% इंटू 2, 1% हुआ 156, 2% हुआ 312, तो दोनों मिला के कितना हुआ 1872। तो 1872 15,600 से सब्सट्रैक्ट करना चाहिए, तो क्या मिलेगा 15,600 माइनस 1872, तो ये 13,728। तो ये हुआ एक्चुअल कॉस्ट ऑफ फर्नीचर, और इसको यहां पे रख दीजिए 13,728। अब तीनों को ऐड करना चाहिए, तीनों को ऐड करिए, क्या हुआ यहाँ पे 94,000 है, यहाँ पे 10,000, तो मिला के 1,04,000 प्लस 13,000, तो बन गया 1,17,000। नाउ रिमेंबर दैट 1,17,000 अगेन 800 plus 200 is 1,000, 1,18,000 plus 728, 1,18,728 is my final answer. Check the options. Do we have no 1,16,728? So that is not the answer. Answer is none of these people. Perfect calculation. Need not to worry about it. I'm repeating one more time. So slightly lengthy question, but still we have to go with this. What we did? See, they are getting 12% discount on the furniture. So furniture's estimated cost is 13% of 1,200, which is 13% of 1,200 is 15,600. So इसके ऊपर उनको 12% डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है, तो 12% कम करना चाहिए, तब मिल जाएगा 13,728। दिस इज द एक्चुअल कॉस्ट ऑफ द फर्नीचर। तो यही पे लिख चुका था मैंने, राइट। और तो मिसलेनियस लिखना चाहिए 10,200 because this is also another change in the expenditure totally. And the last one, remaining all things remain same, so that is 79% of 1,20,000, so that is 94,800. तो तीनों को ऐड करना चाहिए, मिलेगा 1,18,728, and that has to be our final answer. So let us look at question number 4 once again. Let us make some space here. Okay. Question number 4. What is it? The estimated cost of the family on, let me change the color, guys. The estimated cost, what is the estimated cost? What is the cost estimated by the family on painting and flooring together? Painting and flooring together. चलो टेबल देखते हैं. So painting and flooring together. Painting is 15%, flooring is 14%. तो कुल मिला के 29% of 1,20,000. तो क्या करना है, 00%. अब सिर्फ 12 से 29 को मल्टीप्लाई करिए. 12 into 20 is 240. 12 into 9 is 108. 240 plus 108, 348, and 2 zeros here. Add them. 34,800. Do you have the option? Yes, absolutely right answer. This is our question number 4. And one last question in the set number 3. The family gets a discount on furniture and pays 12% less than the estimated cost on the furniture. What is the amount spent on the furniture? We have already calculated that. If you observe here, this is the answer, that is 13,728. Do we have the option? Yes. So this actually, the last question is part of the third question, guys. I don't know why he asked that way. I'm repeating it. The family gets a discount of 12% less than the estimated cost on the furniture. What is the amount spent on the furniture? Amount spent on the furniture was actually, the estimated cost was 15,600 था, सही है. तो ये कैसा मिला था, तो हम लोग यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट किया था 13% ऑफ 1,20,000 हुआ हमको 15,600। तो इसके ऊपर 12% डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है, तो इसका 12% कम करना चाहिए, तब आपको मिलेगा 13,728 and that must be our final answer. So the final set in today's session, people, but this time I decided to take a question with the 2 pie charts. Okay, so if this is not visible clearly, let me increase the size of the charts, or else still in the description you have what is it? I'm sorry. In the description, all the questions are given, guys. Oops, I did something wrong. Okay. So let us increase the size of this. Great. Let us bring the questions up. Wait. So what does the question say here? Percentage-wise distribution of the students studying in arts and commerce in 7 different institutions A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Acha. So here, this represents total number of students studying in arts, and this is number of students studying commerce. Okay. So what is the total number of students studying arts in institutes A and G together? First question. Students studying in arts in institutes A and G together. A and G together. 15% and 12%. That should give us 27% of which value? 3,800. So percentage and 00 get cancelled. So let us quickly multiply 27 into 38. We will get 56, 5, 16, 21, 37 plus 5, 42, 4, 6, 10, 1, 0, 2, 6. That's our first answer, guys. So for the multiplication, please go back to our speed math videos. So go through the 2-digit multiplication and 3-digit multiplication steps, people, so you'll understand how I am multiplying that. Question number 2. What does it say? How many students from Institute B study arts and commerce together? Study arts and commerce. Okay, B. Arts. In B, there are 8% in arts. Institution B, 8% of arts is 3,800. And we also must take from commerce, right? In commerce, from institution B, we have 17%, but 17% of what? 4,200. तो क्या करेंगे? 00 percentage cancel, 00 percentage cancel. So if you multiply, this is 240 plus 64, 304, plus this one is 680 plus 34, 714. दोनों मिला के 1,018. Do we have the option? Let us see whether our calculation is right or not. Yes, absolutely. Option number 3. So what we did, he's asking, so how many students are there in the university B, in the institution B, who are doing arts and commerce? In arts, there are 8%, and in the commerce, there are 17%. 8% of 3,800 is 304. 17% of 4,200 is 714. So our answer is 1018. So let us go to question number 3. What does it say? The ratio of the number of students studying arts to that of studying commerce in institution E. So we are looking at only E. So this is arts and this is commerce. Now we need to take the ratio of the students who are studying arts in E to that of, I'm sorry, here. Yeah. Students studying arts that are studying commerce in institution E. Okay, arts to commerce in E. In E, arts there are 14% of 3,800 is to. In commerce, E 18% of 4,200. तो क्या करना है? Percentage 00 सीधा निकाल देना चाहिए. Wait. So rest is just cancellation, guys. What do we have? 14 into 1, 14 into 3 is 42. So anything else? Last step. 9 into 2, 2 into 9 and 2 into 19. So here we have finally 19. Here 9 into 3, 27. 19 is to 27 is our final answer. Very simple question. So question number 4. Let me take another color. Question number 4. What does it say? The ratio of number of students studying arts in institution E, arts in institution E, to third of commerce in institution D. Okay. So anyways, we have arts in E here. That is 14% of 3,800. And commerce in D. Commerce in the institute D. Commerce in D is 14% of 4,200. 14% of 4,200. सही है क्या? एक मिनट. Arts in E 14%, commerce in D 14%. Absolutely. Then much simpler answer. 14%, 14%, 00, 00. 38 is to 42. Let us divide with the 2. 2 into 19 is 38. 2 into 21. 19 is to 21. Must be our answer. Very simple question. So one last question for the day here. So question number 5. How many students in the institute B and D together study in the commerce? B and D. B is 17%, D is 14%. So together they are 31%. B and D together in commerce is 31%. So we have 31% of 4,200. So what can be done? Percentage and 00 cancel. We just have to multiply 31 with 42. So together what do we get? We get 2 here, and this is 6, 0, 1 and 12, 13, 13, 0, 2. Do we have the option? Absolutely. Option number B or option number T is our final answer. So guys, this is all for today's session. We did 4 sets of data interpretation, that too only pie chart. So in another session, so whenever I take, I might be dealing with the line graph as well as bar graph people, right? So as I told you earlier, these are only beginner level data interpretation. So we will be looking at, because we have totally 21 purposes, do not bother about the level of the questions, guys. You'll be seeing many more high level questions as well as we continue with the our process. This is just till the 6th power set. So it means we have 15 another power sets to be done, and of course it includes reasoning as well. So guys, if you understand our teaching and if you like it, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and share among your friends, so that many people can come and watch and take good insights out of these teachings, guys. So that's it for the day, guys. We'll stop here. Have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.